Hi guys, Dr. Simon from Better Back Chiropractic here. With school going back in a few days' time, I just want to have a talk to everybody about school backpacks. So a few things that we see with a lot of kids that walk in is that they tend to get a lot of upper back tension. So upper backs tend to round out a little bit. They get pain across the top of the shoulders there, quite often leading to neck pain and headaches. So what we want to do is give them a few hints on how to use their backpack properly so that they're not placing that strain and then maybe preventing some of those symptoms. Okay, so what I'll get people to do is wear their backpacks on both shoulders, okay, and tighten the straps nice and tight so that the backpack sits flat against their upper back. We don't want it banging around as they walk. What tends to happen is that as you take a step, the backpack bounces and it tends to do this against the upper back, which then is pulling the upper back backwards and forwards and placing a lot more strain through there than needs to happen. If it's sitting nice and flat, it's a much more comfortable way to wear it, and they're going to be able to walk a lot further without having any kind of issues. The next thing is looking at packing it appropriately. So we want to limit as much weight as we can, especially for the smaller children out there. So removing things that they don't need, making sure that they're not carrying around textbooks back and forth that they don't need to carry is going to be really important in protecting their spine long term. Like, this is a lot of weight for them to carry all day every day. So one rule of thumb is to keep it around about 10% of their body weight, and that will help limit how much stress and strain goes through the spine. The other thing is we can pack it properly so that it doesn't wear uncomfortably. So if we put all the heavy weight towards the back of the backpack, so up against the spine, that's going to help distribute the weight across the back more evenly, and it's actually going to be a much more comfortable way to carry things. Now, this is going to be really important for kids who have to walk a long way. So walking to school or walking to the bus or home from the bus. If you're walking for more than 5 minutes, that's when we start to see the real wear and tear start to happen. So especially for those kids, packing it really well is going to be important, and teaching them how to do it themselves is even better, so parents don't have to worry about all those things. The other thing that's really useful, especially if you're walking a longer distance with the backpack on, is if the backpack comes with a waistband, use the waistband. I get that it's not cool, but it is going to help protect your spine a lot longer, and you're not going to need to come in and get adjusted anywhere near as frequently. Speaking of adjusting though, especially in these first few weeks of going back to school for the year, it's going to take a bit of a adjustment time to get used to wearing a backpack again. Like, most kids won't have worn anything across their shoulders for most of the holidays, and so it is going to take a bit of time to acclimatize to that. So what we recommend is, in those first few weeks of term, actually getting in and getting their spine checked. Okay, the wear and tear that happens, it doesn't come on quickly, so it won't necessarily have some symptoms to start with, but we want to negate those problems before they do become symptomatic. So if they come in, make sure the spine's moving freely so it's capable of carrying those loads. That's going to help protect them long into the future. All right, so all the best, guys. Have a great Australia long weekend, and get ready for school. Excellent. Bye.